Okay, maybe you're new to the industry, or you're just at a position in your career where you're like, look, I need someone who's been there, done that, and how do I find them? Where are they? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the ways I found to, find someone to mentor, I guess would be a way to look at it, or to get direct value from in my career, and some of the ways that I found that just were a complete waste of time and money. So let's get into it. What's up, everyone? My name is Cameron Hodge, agent with eXp Realty. And on this channel, I talk about everything about eXp Realty, what it's like being a part of this growing company, and also like my journey in the past several years and forward being an agent. Also, if you're thinking about making the move to eXp Realty, or you just want to talk to someone to get a good understanding whether it's right for you, reach out, call, text, email, whatever you have to do. I have your back. We're moving to eXp Realty, and we are getting calls all the time, and I absolutely love it. Even if I have to bring in a partner of mine to fit your specific situation, I'm happy to do so. Hit like and subscribe as well to be notified every time I drop a new video. So getting into the video. So whether you're new or maybe you're just been in the career for a while and you're like, look, I need to find someone that'll help me get to that next step in my career, or even just to start, right? Well, I'll give you a little story. So when I obviously got brought into the industry, I feel like by a lot of us, you find someone you're like, wow, it looks like they're doing a really good living and also kind of in control of their life. And they're like, well, have you ever thought about being an agent? And you're like, you know what? I could give that a shot. Let's do it. And that's how I came into the industry. So I was running my own mobile notary business, running that. And met an individual who was just like, have you ever given it a shot? And I'm like, let's do it, because why not? And I got licensed, got into the industry, and ended up working as the broker assistant for about almost a year and change, doing like everything. I was doing inbound lead calls, a little bit of outbound work, and anything that the agent needed that was non-agent roles on that job before I got licensed. And that's kind of how I brought it into the industry. And that's one way to go about it. I think that's the most that most of us understand how to get into the industry, or even just to get to the next step, is look, you gotta eat the dirt. And to be honest with you, like, that still has a place. And I knew that's how I got started, definitely, for sure, to a point. Obviously, I chose to leave that not too long after being a part of it, because I wanted to get to the next step and also kind of make myself a little uncomfortable and kind of take that risk. But then after I left, or even if you're in this business starting, I realized, I'm like, holy cow, like, now what do I have? I did drop like thousands of dollars on a course to take, and it was helpful, but it's just not the same of having a one-on-one. And yes, I had a little bit of like meetings every week and stuff like that, but like, I didn't need to spend that much freaking money. And I feel there's so many like, coaching groups in this career where like, oh yeah, you need to get in and get coaching. And like, don't get me wrong, I have a coach. I absolutely love it, but it's because I hit that point where I could set aside that money to do it, and I'm still profitable. I think that's a huge distinction. Everyone thinks you get started, like, I gotta get right into it. Personally, I don't think I would go back, and I would do that right away. I don't see the value. I would be better either joining a team that I aligned very closely with, which I did, but there's one with like extensive support, or I definitely would join eXp, honestly. And it doesn't mean it has to be eXp, but like, you look at like the model and how it's set up. Like, not only so if you're a new agent, like your first 3 transactions, you're gonna get an agent who's in your market to mentor you on those first transactions. Or if you've already had those transactions and you're not considered a new agent, you're joining an upline of people that are, their benefit is helping you get better. Like, that's the whole point. And everyone that I've seen at the company emulates it. There's always gonna be bad eggs, but overall, like, I've seen an amazing people. Like, if I was able to go back 2 years ago, or maybe a little over about 2 years ago, and join, I would have gone straight to eXp. Knowing what I know now, and with the people that I've aligned with and met, and like the amount of like curving that I've been able to shave off, learning is just absolutely insane. Not to mention the training every day that's on the platform that they provide. My upline giving, several classes a month, getting me invites to accountability groups. And like, it's just insane the amount of value that I get on a daily basis from people that have been there, done that, and now I have a proven track record that I can emulate and follow, that I align with. So yes, you could go the old route. You could, work for someone for practically free or minimum wage or barely above it, and really not get much benefit other than you're learning because you're eating the dirt. I did it, and I think no matter what, you're going to eat the dirt. So even if you go to even if you go straight to EXP, right? You join an upline or you join a team, they're giving you leads. Guess what? This industry is hard to get started, and it's kind of like a car with no gas, right? Or if you've ever driven stick and and the car's not starting, you can push it and kind of pop the clutch and get the engine going. Like, it's kind of that same concept, in my opinion. Is you kind of need to get the wheels turning. You need to get it rolling, and then as long as you have the right mentorship and the right systems in place, it can keep growing and growing and growing. And that's what I've seen, and that's what I mean, the last year, that's really been my life. Not even a year, actually, at this point, since I joined EXP last September. And I've already seen amazing impact in my business just from making that one change. And really, like, I think if you're new and you're watching this, you're like, oh man, or even if you've never changed brokerages before, and like, oh, changing brokerages is this big thing. It's really not. Honestly, like, once you change, like, your clients don't care. Some agents might reach out and be like, why are you leaving? Or like, if you're crushing it on your team and they're like, well, why are you leaving the team? Like, it hits a point, like, if they're not providing value, or you feel like, man, I'm being stuck and capped at a certain level being in this position, and I'm not surrounding myself with people that are bigger and better, so that way I can grow as a person and a business owner, then you gotta make the switch. You have to make that jump and be in a position where you're surrounded by people you want to emulate, and they also provide value to you. Because once that value ratio is off, like, you're not growing, you're not learning. And that's kind of what I found. Even I've seen a huge impact on my business. It's just insane. And really, it's just, I don't know. A mentor is kind of a weird term, right? Like, you can have a mentor and like someone who mentors you, but really, I think it's more of like having a collective mastermind group. And to me, that's what EXP is. That's what they emulate, and that's what I have found to be an amazing asset to me in my business. It's not just having that one person. Like, sure, like, I think like a real estate coach to me is more accountability and keeping you in track to say, I'm going to do this, and they hold you accountable to it. And that's the benefit of having a coach. Also, keeping your thoughts level-headed and kind of in a straight line instead of shooting all over the place like mine does. But a mentor is someone who, like I have a whole, in my phone, multiple contacts. Like, each situation is different, and I have someone I can call and be like, hey, here's a scenario. Let me run it by you. Here's my solution. Because you're not just reaching out to someone. A mentor's not there just for you to suck and take. Like, you need to provide value. Like, I've given amazing gifts, and also like, hey, like, I found this person. Like, I think they'd be beneficial for you to talk to in your business. Because you've helped me so much, I want to help you. And making sure that you provide value to the mentors and the people that you emulate, because if, like, you can't just take and expect them to give you stuff in return. That's not how life works. It's like finding clients and just taking from your clients, never providing value, and just being like, hey, send me your referrals, even though we never found you a house, and I never called you at all when you said you were going to be my client. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of that same mentality. It's like, you need to provide value. And as long as you're being a good person, you're out there to do the right thing, like, you will get value back. Like, I've even, from providing value to others, people that I wouldn't even think of, they reach out to me like, hey, I saw this thing, I think it would benefit you. And it's like, wow, holy cow, thank you. And it's realized that, benefit others. Just keep benefiting others. And even though, like, obviously I'm not having been in the industry 10 years, I'm here to help people. Like, what's crazy is when people provide value to you, like, you want to just give it to others. And I do that all the time, whether they're part of EXP or not. Like, I have, we all have our group and that's like, hey, like, I learned this thing. Like, maybe you should try this with your clients. I think it'll help. And it's just provide value, be a good person. And in turn, like, it'll naturally just flow to you and help you as a person. And I promise you, as long as you have the right head on your shoulders, you align yourself, you surround yourself by a group of people that are there to benefit you and help you, and you provide value to them, like, it will work out, it will help you. It just takes time. So if you're worried, like, oh, I don't have a mentor, align yourself with a group that fits you, and then provide value. Just keep providing value and implement, and then you'll be set. And that's really all I found to be to it. Like, people overcomplicate it. They make it this huge thing. It's really not. It's really not this complicated thing. It's simple. It's put in the work, provide value, be a good person, and just make sure that you have someone aligning to you. And when you hit that ceiling, find the person that's going to help you break it. And then just help them, and whatever you have to do. Sometimes it involves, working for free for them, or maybe it really could just be connecting them with someone that'll help their business. And in turn, they're like, wow, thank you so much for introducing me. I'm all ears. What do you need? And that's all I found it to be to it. And that has served me well in the past couple years. And I think it will serve you too if you go out there and implement it. And if you're looking like even how to implement that, or like, hey, I just want to have a conversation and run it by me, and maybe we can help each other. Or if you're looking to make the jump to eXp Realty, I have your back. And I mean, if you even reach out, tell me your situation, I'm happy to bring in a partner to kind of work with you with that to create a plan for you. So call, text, email, or even schedule a Zoom call down below. I'm here to help you in moving to eXp Realty. Without that, I will see you in the next video.